You on Rising, we're just a day away from Valentine's Day, and we can't forget to love ourselves first, right? So certified fitness expert Michael Stull joins us this morning to help find the best way to keep our bodies in shape and loving our bodies as well. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good to see you this morning.
You gotta love yourself before you can love another. So that means taking care of your health first and foremost.
I love it. That's just in time for Valentine's Day too, so keep that in mind. But it's also a crucial month because of our New Year's resolutions, right?
That's right, yeah. About 50% of the American population sets a New Year's resolution, and unfortunately there's a very high failure rate to that, and it could be due to unrealistic expectations. Maybe they're setting 10 different goals, so they can't really focus in on one. So I always say that February is a make it or break it month because people start to get sick of their routines. They're not being creative, and a lot of them quit. Whereas I want to see people ramp it up a little bit and lock it down and keep moving forward, obviously.
Yeah, and not get discouraged, too. If, you know, people, like you said, unrealistic, they think they're going to lose all that weight right in that first month of January. So give us some more of those tips that you encourage people to keep going.
Well, I encourage everyone, instead of setting a million different goals, try to focus in on one that's really important to you. Take it day by day, maybe have an accountability partner with you. Just be a little bit realistic, and don't forget to have fun doing it. Don't take yourself so serious, you know, because a lot of times they put all this pressure on themselves and they don't celebrate their achievements along the way. So I would, rather than looking at how far you have to go, I would rather have you focus on a small little goal and just take it day by day.
Yeah. Anything else? What about when it comes to food, too?
Well, with the food, I mean, you got to be realistic. You can't go from eating, you know, very unhealthy to just completely revamping it. The small little things make a difference. I tell people, if maybe you lowered your carbohydrates a little bit, increased your water intake, and then was just physically active for maybe 20 to 30 minutes a day, that enough, if you didn't change anything else, would be enough to induce some change, some positive change.
All right, that sounds good. Speaking of being physically active, you have some really simple tips to help us out here.
Yeah, I call it the TENS program because you don't need any equipment. It's very quick. It's very creative. You're either doing 10 repetitions of everything or you're going to hold the movement for 10 seconds. So I'm just going to demonstrate the moves.
All right, I'll step out of the way so we can get the pro to do it. You don't want to see me doing this.
You want to go through this 2 or 3 times, even 4 or 5 if you could, and then try to do it 2 or 3 days a week. That's it. No excuses.
Now, no excuses, and you can do this anywhere.
That's right. So the first one, I'm just going to do 10 squats, and I'm basically just going to throw my arms out in front of me like this, dropping my butt, keeping my chest up. That's lower body. Then I'm going to go into an upper body.
And you don't need any weights for that.
Exactly. You could just do, I mean, if you have weights, by all means, grab them and hold them. But if you don't, that's okay too. And then we're going to go into a push-up, modified off the knees, or a real push-up. That's up to you. Okay, we're just going to do 10 push-ups. So if you're not strong, you can do them off your knees.
You didn't do 10 right there.
Well, you know, for the sake of it.
For the sake of time.
I don't know if I could do 10. Okay, and then we're going back to lower body. So now I'm going to do a jumping lunge. Okay, and you can notice that my heart rate is getting up a little bit. I'm breathing, so I want to do 10 jumps.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go back to an upper body and core movement. Most people know how to do dips off of a bench, but I don't like the way it puts your shoulders in that position. So I'm going to do a plank, which we know how to do, and then I'm going to do an extension through the back of my arms. Okay, so I will go down into a plank. I want to keep my abs nice and tight, and I'm just going to extend up through the back of my arms. So
and that's a full body workout right
there. Yeah, you can feel it in your stomach, definitely in your upper body. And then to finish off, 10 jumping jacks. Everyone knows how to do those. And then a wall sit where you go up against a wall, go down into a squat position, hold that for 10 seconds. I'm breathing right now.
I know. Well, you want some help getting up is what I was going to ask, but then I don't think I could help very much. That all sounds totally realistic, and like you said, you can do that anywhere you go. If you're traveling or anywhere, even with this bad weather, if you're visiting friends up north.
Right.
So, Michael, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me
Always
again.
having such good tips, too.
I
really do
appreciate
appreciate it, and they're
Thank
all
you.
realistic. All right,